Okay then. Well, there we go. We got some more Gaia spirits. And there's a reason I wanted the Gaia spirits, and that was to do this, I believe, which makes the Gaia spirit ingots. And the reason we want the Gaia spirit ingots is that is the next tier of this battle. So let me clean up some of my inventory here. So I thought the Flask of Shielding would be good, and it would be, except it seems to get confused with some of the other elements I have. I think the extra health it gave did not work with the last stand. So I lost levels anyway, even though I didn't quite die. Hello? One thing is shooting me. Ah, there you are. It's another thing to be shooting me and not exist. Okay, so daytime again. But we'll try again. Maybe it'll work. I want to go to the full flasks of all of the above. Let's make sure we're full on food. And we have our Regeneration 2 bauble, which certainly does help. And I think we're ready for the next version of this fight. And it's the same as before. We shift right-click on the beacon, but now with the Gaia Spirit ingot, not the Terror Steel ingot. Oh, I must have sent them home. No, that's unfortunate, but we'll get them after the battle. So, we start off similar. Apparently, he likes a ranged attack. Those things sting. Just a little bit. I may have to also do a ranged attack. Okay, there we go. A couple of actual attacks. There he is. There he is. Yeah, I think something's wrong with Last Stand. It seems to come into play more than it should. But, which means I'm giving up for now. Maybe I'll try this someday without Last Stand. Uh-oh. This is bad. Yeah. Yeah. That went well. Well, that did not quite go to plan. Let's see if anything is left at spawn. Most of this stuff should... Wrong teleport. Most of this stuff should have come back with me. This one. Of course, I'm going to have to reapply it all now, but that's a different story. Okay. Apparently, Resolute Ivy does not work on the Tinker's stuff here. Note it. Well, apparently I wasn't as ready for that as I thought. Interesting. So I guess I get to try again. Well, take one did not go so well. So we are going to go into take two. This time I have a brew of fortitude. We have our we have both our shielding and revitalization, which should be enough for the battle. And absolution mending and another Gaia spirit. So let me put that on my hotbar. We are going to enable and then take 2 potions and then off we go. And to our next death. And here we go. Okay, so far not too bad. That was suboptimal. Getting out of the ouch. We should get more fortitude right now. Jumping in the stuff is not a good way of going about it. How am I doing live-wise? Where is he? We are not doing too good. Don't know why I took that twice. Ouch. This is not good. I can't see him. Maybe I went haste. I don't know. It seemed like a silly idea, but I need to get around here faster. What? Yeah. Take 2, fail. Okay, now for the easy battle. Then we get to try the hard one again. I have to stop doing that. Okay, well, that was interesting. I don't think I died that time, which is cool. So, what that got at me was the ability to attempt number 3 on the other battle. I need my golden bag. There we go. Less confusion. Right, so now I have more Gaia spirits. Simple enough. which will let me make 2 more of those. Cool. And we can send back home. Sorry. We can send back home all this junk. Alright, so I forgot to put that on, which will help. I don't wear it generally, and this is cancelled, by the way, during these battles, so it's absolutely useless. I don't wear it generally because it keeps draining mana from home, and we've actually gone through a lot of mana this episode. Most of it from making Terra Steel, but some of it from the rest of it. Not really a problem. I've been taking from this spawn area here, which, as you can see, has many mana pools. But the one thing I forgot was I did want to try Vigor. Okay, so it was glowstone, blaze powder, and it has to be netherwort, because they all need netherwort. And there we go. Okay, so here's the new set of potions. How's my food? Not so great, so let's eat up now. Let's sleep now. Because we want a daytime when the second round of mobs come out. So let's put this on. Let me put this in here just so we don't lose more Resolute Ivy than I already have. Okay. Third time's a charm, I think. Shielding, visualization. Okay, off we go. And as you can see, I have chucked out more levels from, I want my instant health shortly. You. Yeah, so there goes our first level. Two levels. Don't know what's going on with that. A bunch more levels. Okay, we are all potioned up at least. I'm doing better than last time so far. We've only lost 6 levels. So I think I did catch what was going wrong. Jeez. This is quite ouch. The adversary. Eight levels? Ah, we've gone into that mode. Okay, so to do this without death is obviously going to take more work. Though the fire is not really taking much damage. I have plenty of fire protection. Okay, how? I'm out of instant health. I have absolution, but it clears the other effects, which was my problem. My problem earlier. Oh, almost there. Come on. What am I down to? Oh. Okay. So, 40, 50, 60... No. It was 62 I started at. So, 13, 14, 15 levels. Anyway. Not that. This. We've got a bunch of Gaia spirits. You've seen those before. Got our beetroot, we got spider eyes, apparently we got some mana steel. Interesting. Interesting. I don't know if I have seen that one before. Random music disc, that's not the song we just heard. Critical heal for portion of damage dealt. So they're saying I can take this and this, and it will get something? Yeah, there it is. Critical heal for portion of damage dealt with Will of Gothian. Okay, maybe that'll make the next one easier. We have the Terror Still, that's in our hand, and the big thing is this one, the Dice of Fate. And this is your endgame Botania items, and what happens is we're going to roll the dice as soon as we deal with some skeletons, apparently. Away! They come down here because the sun's out, and they're hiding from the sun. There we go. Oh, missed one? Don't see you. Now we see you. Okay. So now we can just roll this and we'll get one of the endgame items. And there's 6 endgame items. The thing to remember is you only get one of them, meaning as soon as I roll this, I will never roll the same thing again. So I have Angel of Death. Now, and it only works for me. And this is one of the ones I wanted, actually. Because this is Eye of the Flügel. And what that does is if I go back into this bag, that's the one, and we take this out again, we swap this for that. Hello? That's supposed to give me unlimited flight, but it's still going away. Ah. So, with it in my possession, I assume what that means is if I am to fly for a while, say back to my base, what should happen is I'm going to run out of the little flight things. Then presumably at the cost of more mana, for which I am really not making enough yet. So if I hover over my base for a moment, when this goes to 0, do I fall, or does it just use more mana? Now, I'm not netting positive on mana, so it using more mana is a problem. But this means I do have, as soon as I up my mana production a little bit, at least the mana production attached to my open. The mana production attached to my mirror here. I will have unlimited flight. And one thing that'll let me do, which is cool, is I put this ring of, light blocks here. I would sort of like to do it more so the whole wall looks bright, not just this, level right here. Also, these little micro blocks are causing me no end of FPS loss in the number I have here, and that's fine, except it was hard enough to get them up here, and getting them back down was going to be harder with the the limited amount of flight. So I can clean this up now and come up with a different method. Hello. So now that we have our first of the 6 endgame Botania items, I figure here in Botanic Adventures we'll go over the dimensions of the mod pack. The dimensions we can adventure in. That's what I want to say. Okay, so our first ones are obvious. We are in the overworld now. Most of our gameplay has been in the overworld. And, well, it's a little bit different, a little bit more hilly than standard Biomes of Plenty, but it is mostly a Biomes of Plenty overworld. And with the Biomes of Plenty overworld, of course, comes our Biomes of Plenty nether, full of extra ghasts by the sound of it. Hi. And, of course, our nether fortress, which in this world spawned forever and a day away. But that happens. And most of those necrotic bones I actually got from hunting skellies in here. So it got the job done. But overall, just a standard Biomes of Plenty nether, nothing special here if you have used Biomes of Plenty before. And of course, the third vanilla dimension is the end. So, as it happens to be almost directly under our Enderman farm there, we have this precarious path down to our end portal. For those who do not want to fall that way, there is a teleport room over here. This goes back to the hub, and you teleport in right here. We also have a teleport that teleports you right on the obsidian there, which of course puts you in the portal for instant teleportation to the end. A couple of things going on here, but mostly it's normal end generation. We have the Gannies and Ender Flowers, which can be used to make dyes and such. And of course we have the extra utilities, Ender Lily Seeds. And odd in this world, in my opinion, is we have all of these right next to each other here. I've never quite seen a formation like this before. And apparently we were very close to the tower when we finally killed the dragon, because it ate some of the tower when it made the portal. But that's okay. And for safekeeping, we've just left the egg there. If we had something we wanted to do with it, we could do something, but we can actually craft eggs in the pack, so yeah. Okay, so those are the normal dimensions. Then we have our adventure dimensions. The first one, which we've had a few episodes in, is the Twilight Forest, where we have gotten a few quests. We have a bunch to do, actually. It's been going slow. I've been mixing it in from time to time. Interesting that all the wild deer spawned up here. Usually while I'm doing the actual gameplay, I don't fly here, but sometimes when I'm doing just mining and stuff, if I decided to mine here for a change, I will fly. So after the Twilight Forest, we get to return to our hub. And we have the Aether. We went here in a live stream, and I really haven't done myself too much since, which I don't know. A little bit sad. At some point, I guess I will have to. There are a few items I'd like to find here. And there's other stuff I want to do with these guys. But I think I have to go into a few more of the dungeons, explore, and that'll help us find more stuff. So that's the Aether. And then we have the Erebus. Here I've made a custom Erebus themed room for the portal. That wasn't a skelly in here with us, was it? No, oh, it's a cicada. That's allowed. And yeah, I think the room came out nice. Of course, then we go to the portal and we're in this boring spot. Which is actually surrounded by water if you saw the episode on the other side here. And here I've not done real exploration. You know, I made this little spot to land in. I've made the portal. And that was really it. I know there's some dungeons in here we should explore. I know there's spawners such as this, which might prove some interesting things. But yeah, there's obviously more stuff we can do here that we have not yet. I almost feel like the next time I have the Erebus in a pack, I want to try to go there sooner. Because I feel it's almost too late now. Following the Erebus, we have the extra utility dimensions. The Deep Dark, which is meant for mining, and while there's a little bit of adventure to it, and we did do that on the live stream, we went into one of the dungeons. Actually, we did two dungeons. One is the Deep Dark dungeon. Yeah, this thing. One was one of the Deep Dark dungeons. It's actually a small one, I think. But we haven't found another on our minimap that I know of. And we also went into one of the roguelike dungeons that apparently spawned down here too. Yeah, so I have done some mining with the Terror Shatter down here. It's been my last couple of rounds of diamond hunting. You can see it's done a decent job. And there's another dimension which we haven't actually been to yet. And that is really why we're doing this tour today. Is it's time to make, to take these. Oh, I didn't realize we got so many. Okay, well, and make the portal to the last millennium. These are fairly cheap, by the way, so that's why I didn't think about it. And that goes on that side to a nice particle effect. Looks cool. And here we are with the last villager. Sure you don't want to trade something? Yeah, he doesn't have trades. Okay, well, back from the last millennium. We're back in spawn. At spawn. And I think that went over all the dimensions. The nether, and I've been meaning to make another portal here as well, but that's besides the point. The nether, the aether, the Erebus, the Twilight Forest, which we don't have a portal around here. Maybe we'll make one. Maybe we won't. The Deep Dark, and the last millennium, and the normal, and the end. The end. Whoops. I'm doing a lot of walking off here today. Okay. The end. And this does go directly to the end. The do not pass go. Do not collect $200. So, those are our dimensions in Botanic Adventures. Some are for adventure, some are for building, like the last millennium, and some can be used for a little bit of both. Well, I noticed I missed about 2.5 dimensions. The first is the dino dimension here, which is the prehistoric overworld, full of these flying, attacking things. There we go. So yeah, we have the prehistoric jungles of the dino dimension. In addition to the prehistoric jungles here, we have the dungeon mod, the runic dungeons. And that basically is a long auto-generated dungeon. For additional dungeons, the Aether mod has its own dungeons, which is technically in another dimension, but I just consider part of the Aether in general. Okay, well, I hope you've enjoyed this 15th installment of Botanic Adventures. I've conveniently gotten myself even more overpowered with near infinite flight. I think next time we have to work on my mana generation solution, so that near infinite is even more so. And till then, thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the episode, all your like, comment, subscribe buttons are below. And till next time, this is Easy Terry, logging off. Bye-bye.